What'll you have? Hey, it's Kev here with you, the Can Cave. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to show you something you may have never seen before, and probably the only way you would have seen it if you're involved in the hobby or you drank back in the 50s. But this is a snap cap Pabst Blue Ribbon. It actually looks like this older Pabst Blue Ribbon, but they also had some snap cap corks that were of the red, white, and blue design, like the no opener needed here. But I'll tell you what, if somebody came in here right now and rob me or take all you want, just leave me these two big boys here. And this is one of the deals. They were sold in a pair like this. We'll break away to a little picture here of what they look like in their carrier. And as you can imagine, that carrier is worth quite a bit of money. These are from the 50s, snap cap full quarts Pabst. This one's from New Jersey. This one's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. One thing I like about Pabst is they told you where it was brewed at, and they told you where the other breweries were on pretty much all their cans. Brewed and packed by Pabst, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Breweries also at Peoria Heights, Illinois. That's my fave until 1982, and Newark, New Jersey. Brings back a lot of memories from when I was a kid, seeing the signs, smelling the brewery. Of course, Peoria was a big Hiram Walker distillery town. And just brings back a lot of memories, and that's why I like Pabst so much. It's not so much the taste, even though I think it tastes really good. It's just it's just the history, and I hope I lived to 20 more years, because it'll be their 200th anniversary, because it's been around since 1844. Anyway, snap cap full quart. I like this can because it has a vanity top. I mean, a nickel off. A nickel off was a pretty big deal back then, as you can tell, a nickel off of coffee here. But snap cap was a new thing they came out with, and they tried to get other breweries to, get involved in the snap cap. Snap cap was really quite different, and we talked earlier about in an earlier video. This can here from 1936 is convincing the bottle people to go with cans by saying it cools quickly, opens easily, saves space, no breakage, no returns, no deposits, takes up less room on the shelves or in the ice box, and cone tops did stack. And that was quite neat, because we're looking at bottles here, and bottles did not stack. So that was a real big deal to get more on the truck and get them out to be delivered, or just storing them at the plant, I guess. But what makes the snap cap quite unique here is, here's a regular bottle cap. This is off a Coors Light. Man, here's a bottle cap off a Guinness. They're all the same size. What was neat about the snap cap was the snap cap actually could fit inside a regular bottle cap. And here's what it looks like. Very, very rare, actually. And at least to my findings, look how thin this thing is. It's half the size of a regular cap. I'm going to attempt to reproduce this snap cap for my own purposes, and here's a sneak peek of one I started working on. But I'll make a video on it if it works out. It's gonna be a little tough, and I'll be the first to admit I don't like reproduction stuff. I mean, there's a place for it, but the main thing I don't like about reproduction stuff is somebody trying to pass it over as an original. I absolutely can't stand that. And there's some people that are so good at reproducing things that you would never guess they're not original. But That's not my reason for doing this. Is I wanted to see if I can do it. And what's kind of neat about these caps is they fit on there so good, and with a dome-shaped bottom, they stacked really good. But directions for opening. I like things with directions. Snap off the cap, use another can any size. And if you notice, beer cans always have this little rim around the bottom. And that rim is always the same size. So you could actually use this can to snap that lid off. But the funny thing is, when I bought this can, it had the lid on it. And I couldn't get it off, like trying gingerly to pry it off. And if you look at the instructions, it says, use another can, use a loop type opener, or use any kind of kitchen utensil. And I'm telling you what, they were on there until I actually tried, like the instructions said, and popped it off that way. And what they were trying to come out with was an easier way to open a can. This is before twist tops, too. So you can drink your beer without having to find a can opener, or a church key we called them. But just a super cool, and this can, I'm telling you what, I've got really strong hands and I can't even begin to put a dent in it. That's the way they made stuff. These things are just unbelievable. Absolutely my favorite can. But anyway, here I am rambling. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.